I've kind of always been enamored with a Jeep, and knowing these guys here at Moritz, Keith Burdine, John David Moritz, Dick Titterington, all those guys, I mean, I just kind of came over here and said, hey, it's time for something new, and I'm excited about having it. Initially, I drove a truck, and I liked the new Dodge truck, but I thought, I got an 11-year-old, and he said, hey, Dad, let's go get a Jeep. And he loves it. We didn't put any steps on the other side. He said, Dad, I want to climb up in it every day. This is a Wrangler Sport, and we got it picked up a little bit. Got it lifted so two big guys can get in it. But you don't have to sit your butt on the ground. You can sit up a little higher. They did the lifting here. The guys in the aftermarket in the back, they do a great job of understanding, what you want. I mean, all the bumpers. I changed the bumper out and changed the wheels and tires, lifted it up. So it's been a really cool experience to kind of build your own, per se. I got a little originality with how they did the lights and a little different wheel and tire. So something that's exciting. The Toyo MTs, kind of give it an aggressive look. It's going to be a pavement process, but if I have to get it off the road, it'll be all right doing that too. They stabilized the front end, picked it up about 2 inches. The new Jeeps, because they're a little bit lighter, and what Keith and those guys kind of explained to me, they sit a little higher as it is. Then they put this 2-inch lift on it. It's the fun of having a Jeep, there's no question. I haven't had the top off or the doors, but it's something I'm going to read about, and we're going to get it taken off here. When the fall comes and it cools down a little bit, and we can ride around with the top down, the doors off, that's what we're going to do. Really, I live close to the dealerships. I've taken him to school, and I'm working up here at All Saints Episcopal School, so just kind of in the neighborhood. It's great for just running around town. It really is. It's a fun vehicle to run around town in. The interesting thing about the new Jeep is I've got that seat all the way back and laid back just like I do this one, and there's still room in the back seat if somebody wants to get back here. Right now you can see I've got my bag and all of our stuff back here, so there's plenty of room, and obviously with that seat being all the way back, there is still plenty of room for people to sit in the back seat. The reason I got fabric is if you take the top off of it, you got leather, it's going to burn you. This fabric won't burn you. So I kind of liked, again, that's the great thing about coming out here to Moritz, and these guys understand these Jeeps and understand, hey, if you're going to take the top off of it and you're going to be riding around, initially I looked at the Sahara and they said, hey, you know what, that leather going to get a little hot. So, let's get the, and I don't have a problem with these cloth seats, but it's not a normal cloth seat. It's a little more of that rugged Jeep feel to it. That's part of what Jeep does. They're going to give you that. They're going to give you that good feel to it, and you're going to feel secure, even though you're in a, you've heard people say, hey, it's a moving box. It's a moving box, but if it does roll over, you're pretty safe in the rolling box. Tip it back up on its wheels and get going. That's the covers for the tops. For your tops when you take them off, and then you can obviously you lift this up. You can put the screws for the doors fit in here. You can put so you keep all of your tools that go in those to take the doors off. So you keep it all in there so you don't lose it in case you get into a storm or something. You take those screws and you get those doors put right back on. I got the high-end Alpine radio too. That Alpine stereo's got that woofer back there. When you plug the CarPlay into it, so you can play your own music in here. Even though it's a Jeep, it's got the amenities of a Cadillac.